round of the Gatewalkers deck. Or Gate Friends, as I like to call it. Let us give it a whirl. And we're going against a tiny spaceship! Okay. We got 2 Gate browsers. That's actually perfect, so... I mean, the problem is we are prone to... Sorry about the little barking in the background. Little puppo. Anyway, this is perfect because we can actually do a turn 4 Dovin Bond, turn 3 Thoughtseize. Actually, we might actually start off pretty good with this. Maybe. Anyway, we're going to say hello. Our opponent's going to Growth Spiral. So they're doing probably Sultai mid-range, I'm guessing. Anyway, we're going to do that. And then... we'll Growth Spiral. We'll decline on that. We're just doing it for card draw at the moment. Oh, now this is spicy. Okay, I am really curious to see what the opponent gets from their sideboard. This is going to be fun. Well, the good news is we do have a way to counteract it. Okay, opponent. Let's see what you were digging from your sideboard. I'm going to guess Unmoored Ego, so bye-bye. Okay, so the opponent's trying to ramp. We know they have Madrafa pretty much online. Yeah, Madrafa's online, which means they can do the Blah. Actually, no. Actually, no, they can't. Because what we do is... We're going to do that. We're going to play Kaya. We're going to +2.
The crueler the opponent.
And we're going to say no to those.
Vanished. Funny, that's what I do.
Oh boy. And then the opponent's like, nope to that. We will search for a basic, since we do have 1 basic in there, which is an island. Okay, so we know the opponent has a Madrafa, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gates. I think what I'm going to do is, do we have enough to... No, we don't have enough to do both Securitas Route and such. I'm going to take this and that. That way, that when the opponent tries to put their Madrafa online, we can Gates Ablaze it. Presuming that they don't. Okay. Destroy target artifact creature or enchantment. Well, we're in a pickle. I think the best approach here is just do this. We'll do it for about 2. Save 2 up to see if we can draw into an Assassin's Trophy, which we did not. We still have a chance. Well, I guess a Fodder Erasure is the best thing we can get at the moment. Yeah, we're gonna hate out Crisis.
You won't be needing that.
So yeah, obviously the opponent was going to take the draw engine. That made sense. Opponent's going to boop us, and they're going to play the Madrafa. Now the question is, can they play something? Let's see. They don't have anything for 2 mana, I think. So what we're going to do is just Gates Ablaze, get rid of the threat automatically. Bye-bye. We're going to save this since we know they have a Memorial to Folly. I think this is one of those moments where we're just going to ask the opponent, what are they scared of more? We're going to -1.
There's no accounting for luck. Good assault.
Now, the opponent has a Ritual Suit, which they're probably going to do that. See, told you. So they do that, then they're probably going to rest consider that. We don't mind, because while these early Planeswalkers are nice, they're not the main shtick of the deck, these early ones. They're just there just pretty much eat up some Planeswalker removal, like Vraska's Contempt and such. So what we're doing is we're waiting for them to Memorial the Folly, which they do. Getting back to Madrafa, which they do. 4, 5. And they have just enough through Madrafa, which is good because then we can just Gates Ablaze again.
Fight them, you maggots!
So we're gonna get hit by a pirate. Badoo! And then we're just going to say nope again. Play one. And now we get to the very awkward point in the gate decks where it's the case of, well, that was a top deck if I've ever seen one. We're obviously going to destroy that. We'll just play a gate. And now we'll see if the opponent has another Vraska's Contempt. They don't. They just are going to create a pirate. Yeah, we're just going to have to do that. Because the point is, we can't really give the opponent an opportunity to have a creature with haste. Because when the opponent ultimates this, our life total is going to become 1, which means we are going to die. Well, yet again, not a good top deck. I mean, we have enough.
Think you can beat me? You're welcome to try. The card's energy equals.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of saw that one coming. This is kind of like a planeswalker off, essentially. So now the opponent's going to create another pirate.
Make your captain proud.
Yet again, potentially a top deck. We're going to see if we can get a creature.
Maybe I'll hang on to these. It's just another day. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to play Nicol Bolas. Because we can. And yeah, the opponent does a Vraska's Contempt. And we're going to go to next round with sideboarding. Okay, so it's Soul-type mid-range, so we want to throw in some mass manipulations. We want to throw in the duresses. Probably the Mnemonic Betrayals. We can take out Dovin. Probably a Thought Erasure. Actually, I might just do it like that. We'll take out the Blood... Well, Blood... Yeah, we can take out Blood Sun. I think they still play enchantments, so it's good probably to keep that in. We can take out Scape Shift. Vraska's still good for this. We could probably take out one Gate Ablaze and one Growth Spiral, and try it as so. Now, to be fair, this is the first time I've been playing this deck with a sideboard, so if my sideboarding is a little bit off, I apologize in advance. We'll be on the play. Well, we got to turn 2 Duress. That is perfect. We're going to say... We're going to grade our opponent because it's good manners. Then we're going to say to our opponent, show us your hand. And yeah, no. We do not want our hand to be hate. Thank you very kindly, opponent. So yeah, the opponent's going to ramp. It's kind of interesting to see how many of them are starting to play the Mirari Conjecture. Anyway, we're going to play that. We're probably going to play Guild Summit on turn 3. That's, of all the cards that we did not want to see, we did not want to see. But, on the bright side, we can at least turn 6. be interested to see what the opponent takes out. I'm going to guess the Nicol Bolas. Nah, they took out the Vivian Reed. They're really worried about this being destroyed since it's kind of their main value core engine, which, makes sense. Sure. I have an island? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, the opponent knows we have the Nicol Bolas, so I'm going to guess they have a trick up their sleeves. No, they just played a Mirari Conjecture, which is to return probably the Assassin's Trophy. Makes sense. The opponent's not going to attack in. Makes sense. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't do anything like that. So they take out the mass manipulation, which makes sense. I'm going to guess then the Assassin's Trophy? I am going. Nah, we only have an island in our deck, we know that for sure. Oh boy, this is the part where it gets a little... boy. Salvation. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we will do that. We'll say bye-bye to that. You can stop taking value from me, opponent. I would appreciate that. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Question. Okay, this is going to... It both kind of sucks and it doesn't kind of suck, because we're mostly a very wide Planeswalker deck. We're not really relying on multiples of some cards, with the exception of being, like, Vraskas. Like, not even the high Vraska, like the 4-Cuz Vraska, so... They're probably going to hate Nicol Bolas out, is the first thing. And then they're going to try to hate out probably a second Planeswalker they think, most likely Vivian, or an answer to their deck. Possibly. So yeah, they take out the Nicol Bolas. And then they're probably going to take out either A, what they think is an answer to their deck. They could be trying to take out Foderacious as well. What did they take out? They take out Teferi. Which, yeah, that's probably a good guess, especially with Open Teferi in the deck. So, I can agree with the opponent's assessment there.
Crew, attack at will.
But the good news is, we have a Planeswalker on the field, and as long as they don't have, like, Vraska's Contempt, we should be fine. Well, we have an answer to it, but it is card draw for the opponent, which is kind of there. But we can answer it. The good news is. So, we're going to attack. Alley-oop. The opponent plays Search, which makes sense. Sure, opponent. Have fun trying to find something. I got nothing. What did he hate out so far? What did the opponent hate out? So, not a lot, but still annoying. Well.
Fight them, you maggot.
Guess what? I had an alternate victory condition, which is a giant ram. Now, the problem is the opponent can flip the search, dig into their deck for something. So we gotta keep that in mind. It'll be interesting to see what the opponent hates out. Okay, they're gonna hate on the Vraska. Interesting. I'm kind of curious why they didn't use the Ruin first to try to dig in for a Planeswalker hate. Because they wanted a big Eh. They want a big dude. Okay, I get your logic about it.
Make your captain proud.
Still, we got a bunch of stuff, so... Boop, boop, boop. The opponent needs the answer to the Gatebreaker Ram, or else they are not in a good pickle. They got the answer, so... Annoying. But, hey, it happens. Something tells me I'm wondering if I should put Hydroid Crisis in this deck. I might try it out for the stream we're going to do later tonight, after this recording. But, I don't know.
Paid for that.
Interesting. They don't hate on... Do they have like a... Okay, they're probably trying to get an answer. Okay, they're digging for a... Nothing. Okay, I'm going to try to get more land. Okay. I wonder if this is a match where Kaya's Wrath will come in handy. It's a good food for thought. I'm gonna test one out of curiosity and take out one mass manipulation, since the opponent does have the Monomics that we know, the Unmoored Egos. So we know the opponent is going to try to answer it. Ral's still good, Teferi is still good. I think the best approach here is to take out one Nicol Bolas, throw in one Gate Colossus, because we know the opponent is technically using the Unmoored Ego to try to hate out a playset of any of our cards. So the best approach is not to have a playset of cards other than some of the basic staples that are early game interaction. At least that's how I think we're going to approach this. Whether or not it's a good approach or not can be debatable. We're going to throw this on the bottom since we already have a Gate Ablaze. That might have not been a good choice, especially if they have a turn-free... Pretty much a turn-free, you know what, that I always forget the name of. FIFA Sanity. So then now we're going to play this down. We're going a little bit slow. We're going to see what the opponent does. The opponent's either A, holding up counter magic, or B, deciding. They decide to do that. It'll be interesting to see what the opponent hates out. Because I'm curious. Okay. So, yeah, they try to hit the draw engine, which makes sense. So we're going to hate out their hand. Yeah, Madroffa's got to go bye-bye. We could take out a cast down, but Madroffa is just the main threat here. And then we have our own little Unmoored Ego, which we're going to play next turn. So we got choices here. We can probably, realistically, the better choice is probably to hate out cast down. But honestly, what I want to hate out is Hydroid Crisis. Because, honestly, while the gates are a good way of... That's his main draw engine. And honestly, it's better that we hate out the draw engine first. It's good. Okay. Well. Hey, Vraska. We're going to play an island. Then we're not going to do anything since we don't really need to. the opponent's going to play Assassin's Trophy, which is annoying since we only have one basic.
You're going to die anyway.
Might as well. Interesting. Okay, well, let's get the first cast down out of his hand. First cast down is out. Okay. Hey, goofballs. Okay. We don't have mana for Oath of Teferi just yet, so... Really, dude? We're going to decline drawing in this case. Though that was top deck. But you see, since the opponent doesn't have the Hydroid Graces, they are kind of out of a draw engine, and we have an answer to if they draw a draw engine, so... And hey, let's get the second cast down out, shall we? Okay, so the opponent does the second cast down, which makes sense. And the best part is we can put this on top, presuming they don't have any graveyard hate, which they don't, it seems. So hey, we're going to put that back on the top, thank you kindly. Then we're going to pass the turn on to our opponent. Opponents... Well, let's see if they were trying to just save up for like a counter spell or something. They don't have the counter spell, so we're going to pass the turn. Do they have like a Vraska's Content? They don't, or at least they didn't have it originally. They top decked it, which makes sense. Yeah, we can't destroy it. Okay. Like I said, it's annoying, but it's not the end of the world since, as I said before and I'm going to say again, we are a deck that's kind of spread out on the threats. So he can't, like, use the specific stuff to essentially... At least we got a pirate. And then we got our duress. So yeah, it's safe to say our opponent's also in a pickle. Honestly, all we need to draw is Gateway Plaza. Once we draw Gateway Plaza, then we have a multicolor source of mana. And then we can have some potential silly shenanigans. But so far, at least we're winning by the factor that we have a 2-2? Okay. So now we'll see what the opponent does. And now we're going to say, here's our Assassin's Trophy. So yeah, we're not going to waste our duress. And so far, we're winning the quote-unquote race. And if the opponent even draws stuff like a Karn's Tyrant or stuff like that, we have the Gates of Blaze to destroy it, so... Well, we're first going to duress. Yeah, just more land. So yeah, we're just going to paint him more into the face.
Let's go. Hey, let's go.
The opponent decides to draw, play some land. I'm going to guess the Oath of Teferi? No, the Thought Erasure, interestingly enough. Huh. Well, now we really need that Gateway Plaza. But yeah, I'll give credit to the opponent, as we did with both our Mnemonic Betrayals, that we both used it on what is primary draw engines in both our decks. So I'll give credit where credit for the opponents due. They actually did a really good target. But no, seriously, we really need a Gateway Plaza or some shit like that. Thank you! Okay. Now we're gonna play Teferi. And that was a little bit salty, not gonna lie. But still, like I said, we're still in the winnings of this game. Even though it is kind of a bit of a grinder. Okay. So, what we're going to do... Okay, opponent. Here's what I'm going to do.
Scrawny? Uh-oh, you're gonna hurt when this is through.
Bye-bye. So the opponent's got their draw engine. We're gonna -3.
Those go here, those go here.
So yeah, now the opponent can dig for their stuff. Let's see what they dig for. Another Vraska. At least a Vraska can't destroy planeswalkers, so... progress. We're just going to use this.
Well, what do we have here?
And this is going to suck. Ugh.
My crew is the finest in the seas.
The opponent gets the Morari Conjecture. Well, good thing that this is not a 4-cost spell. But yeah, the opponent's probably got us on the arena in this one. Because they got the Disdainful Stroke. The opponent gets the Mnemonic Betrayal, which makes sense.
Fight them, you maggots!
This is a really cool deck, though. I will say that. Let's see. The Ultimates. Yeah, that's a good game. Nah. That was a pretty good game. Not gonna deny on that one. Though that was pretty tricky. Anyway, the deck tech for that deck will be shown up pretty soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is LevDev, signing out.